What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am back in Harlow. I've just arrived back in Harlow. I'm back here for my nephew's birthday. He's got a party tomorrow, and then we've got hopefully I'm taking him fishing on Sunday, and then Monday we've got on his actual birthday on Monday we're going out for a meal, which is going to be cool. It's like he's the queen or something, or a little king. That's why I'm basically back here. Now, I do get a lot of questions when I come back to visit the family, and the main question I get is, when you're with the family, do you go back and stay in your mum's house or with your brothers or anything like that? And the answer is no. I just park up on regular little streets not far from my mum's house, you know, 5-10 minutes away, and then just make my way over and see them, or they come pick me up, or I get the bike out and go over. But yeah, I just kind of tend to stay wherever I want. I just wild camp and urban park here, there and everywhere, because that's my home. I'm not going to leave my house, you know. I don't need to go to someone else's house because my house is there. So like I said, all parked up. It's time's getting on. I'm going to get back in the motorhome, going to sort something to dinner, for something to eat out, chill out for the evening, because then tomorrow I think there's about 20-30 kids going to the party, which is just going to be full on. Yeah, it's going to be a full on weekend, I know that. So alright, let's crack on. Right, it's a bit of a different one. I'm at my nephew's birthday. He's 5 on Monday, but it's Saturday, and we've hired out the local hall. And my mum, I mean, you guys have seen some of the food that my mum does, like cakes and biscuits and sweet stuff. She's she's gone a bit mad. So I'll have a few little clips of Liam running around and his party and that, but I'm going to show you the food. Yeah, and you can have a little look at it and see what you think, because it's pretty insane, to be fair. So let's go in. It's a proper little party. So the sandwiches and everything and the cakes and everything you've just seen out there are for the adults. So there's a big massive ice box full of drinks. I mean, we've got stacks of drinks, no Pepsi Max. I am fuming at that. But then this is the kids' food. So it's all going to get put into baskets. Then you've got nuggets, you've got pizza, you've got sausages. Then you've got all the kids' sandwiches. I mean, there's tons. Crisps everywhere. I think there's going to be popcorn. There's trays and trays and trays of sweets. I think it's safe to say my mum's gone a bit OTT for her 5th birthday. It's mad. It is absolutely mad. And then there's cases and cases of drinks out there for them. We've got entertainers that are going to do bits and bobs. They've got tattooing, kids tattooing, neon tattoos. So they're all going to be, all tattooed up later. And then they've got God knows what else going on. So yeah, it's a pretty full-on birthday. Now, I remember when I was a kid, I think I was about 6 or 7, I had a massive party. My mum done me one. And I was, it's really weird because, and it makes sense now. I used to watch Sooty and Sweep. You alright, mate?
Help me.
Help you? What's up?
Is it
chasing you?
Yeah.
Liam. But yeah, I remember when I had. How old was I when I had that birthday party with the camper van cake?
Oh.
Was I like 6?
Must have been.
Yeah, so I had a birthday when I was about 6, and it was in like a cul-de-sac, and then we had a clown running around. The dog chased the clown, but I had a birthday cake which was the Sooty and Sweep camper van, and now I live in a camper van. It's pretty full circle, isn't it? But yeah, that was awesome, and I remember that forever. But now this is like for Liam, you know, he's gonna be he's gonna remember loads of this, so it's all good. I've been a bit of a pants YouTuber this weekend. What with running around with Liam and that left, right, and centre. Yeah, I've been taking clips here and there with my phone, but yeah, actually having the camera, because it doesn't. It really is quite run and gun with him. Yesterday was absolutely brilliant. Taking him fishing for the first time. Yeah, he hasn't got the coordination yet, and I need to sit down with him and spend some time with him, because his mum and dad did come with to the little lake, the little local pond in Harlow. So and he was proper excited. I mean, this weekend he has been, proper loving it, because he has been had his party, and then I gave him his fishing gear. He had loads of presents yesterday from his friends at the party. He's got loads of money, which he doesn't understand how much money it is, but he just loves that it's money. But yeah, so he's on cloud nine at the moment, and then tonight we're going to go for a meal to a Chinese buffet restaurant, or like a world buffet in Chelmsford. I think it's called Songs. Never been there before, so yeah, we're going to go there. But yeah, taking him fishing yesterday, reeling that fish in, and him holding the fish for the first time ever. He netted it, and his face, you see in some of the clips, because his mum and dad were recording behind me, and that, so me and him could fish, and I could talk him through stuff and whatnot. Yeah, it was really, really good. But I don't think I spoke to you since the party. The part, all the kids running around, they are, proper off their nut. They were loving it. They were on sugar. They were on an all-time high. They were. And my mum, she went so over the top with all the food. I think you'll agree. So the food that you saw at the first bit of the video, all nicely laid out, all the prawn sandwiches, the chicken and bacon, the salmon, the cream cheese, all of them. They were for all the adults, for all the parents, as well as all the cupcakes and that. And then the food that was in the kitchen area of that hall was for the kids once the entertainment had finished and they were having a break. They were like cheese sandwiches, ham sandwiches, jam sandwiches. We brought all that out with chicken nuggets and cocktail sausages and things like that. All that came out for the kids, so they all sat down, had their stuff. It was a proper good little party. It really was. Now, and like I said in that bit, I remember when I had a party, and yeah, it stuck with me. It really has stuck with me. It's in my mind vividly. So hopefully, I took loads of video and photos yesterday, and Liam was running around, like a headless chicken. So hopefully it sticks with him, and it's a really great memory for him. So, but the best part of being in the vicinity of the family's address is not just seeing the family. Well, that's what they think. Had a parcel, and as you can see. Yes, it's for my heating. So this is, I have opened it, this is the new tank for my header tank for my heating, because we thought we fixed it, but we didn't. So I'm currently at Camp Van Camp Out. It's evening time. We've all finished doing what we're doing. We're just chilling out a little bit. Well, we're not chilling out. John's come over to help me fix the Alde central heating. Now, you saw this in a couple of episodes back. It was leaking at the tank. Now, I've bought 2 bottles of the Alde antifreeze 5-year shelf life liquid that goes into the system. They're not cheap. Normal antifreeze is, a couple of quid a bottle. They're like £17 a bottle. And I've got some of the Jubilee, proper official Jubilee clips, because they're the good quality ones. 35mm I think these go to. So yeah, I only needed 2, but I've got a box of 10. So got them. Gonna remove the old clips and then put the new clips on, fill the tank up, and job should be good enough. Fingers crossed. So me and John put it all back together with new clips, thinking it was the clips that was making it loose, but it wasn't. There was an actual little leak, little hairline crack in the header tank. So we've just filled up the tank and it started leaking again. So that's really not what we wanted, not at all, because this is horrible stuff to deal with. We've quickly drained it down, and yeah, it seems as though it's the tank that's leaking. There's maybe a hairline crack somewhere.
Everything's just on that corner there.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, just there. It's so tiny.
Yeah, just allowing water out.
Yeah. So it's not the clip, it's not the pipe. So now I need to get a new tank. We've literally quickly cut a 5 litre water bottle open to be able to capture all the antifreeze out, because that's really horrible stuff and we didn't want that going everywhere, and it does go everywhere. Managed to save that, put that back in the bottle, but yeah, as I'm at Campervan Camp Out, I know Alde are here, aren't they?
They are, aren't they? Yeah.
They are here, so I'm going to see if I can go on the beg, borrow or steal and see if I can go get a new tank. I don't know if they're going to have one. It's probably not what they carry to these shows, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see and see if we can fix it. So I went and spoke to them, and yeah, kindly they said, oh yeah, we can see the problem. Thanks for coming and talk to us. And yeah, then they sent me out a tank in the post this week. So yeah, it's just arrived. So I'm going to now try my hand at putting it all back together and seeing if it works. So I'm not going to have as many hands to film it, but I'm going to show you where the old one is, and then I'm going to try and put the new one in and fix it and attach it to everything. Here we go. So this is the old one. I've got my light up. This is the old one, just in place temporarily because there is liquid still in this pipe. So we didn't want it sloshing around whilst I'm driving around and waiting for the new one to arrive. I've got myself a bag ready to and tissue ready to mop up any leaks, and my hands are all gloved up. So far so good. I've got the new tank on the wall in its bracket, held with that clip, seated in the hole. It's all screwed on. There we go. I've got this old pipe, which is the pipe that was there already. I've had to put feed back into here. Now I don't know if you can see in there, the metal part would go through, but the old tubing wouldn't. So I cut the tubing, threaded it through, and then put it back on in the inside. So now it's in there, it's all secure. That's back on. This one just sits as a breather tube. Now what I've got to do is connect this one to here, this one to here, do the Jubilee clips up, and then can put the electronic part of that one into this one, and then fill it up, and hopefully fingers crossed it doesn't leak. Right, there we go, all connected up. The Jubilees are on, and they are, I haven't done them, I've done them tight, but I don't want to keep going because I don't want to break anything. But there's where the actual plastic of the pipe of the tank starts there. So there's a good seal there, and that one is about there. There's a good seal there. Now time to put some fluid in it and pray it doesn't leak. That is a success. There was one drip. I don't know where that came from. That was just in the neck of the pipe there, but as you can see now, there is nothing. I have turned it on, so when you turn it on, this like, I don't know what you want to, like, it's got a propeller on the bottom, like down here. Started moving it and aggregating it, so that's all good. I've only put enough in the system to there, but it then comes up a little bit when that's gone in, and I think there's more in the system that's come back up. I've had it there now for about 15 minutes. I did wrap tissue around it lightly to catch anything if it did, but nothing seems to have leaked. Yeah, I've turned it on for about 10 minutes. Hasn't got hot or anything in here, but the system started doing what it does. And yeah, it seems to be working. I've got to give a massive shout out to John, Life Beyond Bricks, because he really did help me and, well, figured out what it was, even though we thought it was the clips at first, but it wasn't. It was the tank. But yeah, he was so much help, because I saw him take it all to bits and how to do it, and then put it all back together, and then do that again when we thought we had the clips to fix it. So without him showing me all that, I wouldn't have been able to do that on my own. I'd have been a bit lost. So I just called John and showed him it, and he's like, yep, wicked, all good. So yeah, Nice one. Cheers, John. And thanks to Alde that sending out the new tank. I really appreciate it. I should have hot water and heating back on the road. Yeah, boy. It's all good, all good. Now, you guys know I love my tech. So when Bluetti reached out and said, do I want to test their new AC200L? I jumped at the chance, obviously. Now, I've been putting this through its paces for the last couple of weeks. And it's doing wonders, to be fair. It's a beautiful piece of kit. It's got tons and tons of ports, as you can see. And I do love that the top ones are upside down, so you can use both at the same time, and they're not gonna get in each other's way. You've got your two big PD ports for your MacBook or for other power hungry USB Type-C appliances. Now, if we press the button here, I've been playing with the air fryer. Now I'll turn it on because it's going to be a little bit loud, but it's got a 2400 watt inverter that peaks at like 3600. So as you can see here, my air fryer's on. It's at 1463 watts. Absolute breeze for it. I've been using my air fryer with it. I've done the ice maker on it. I've had my kettle on it, the induction hob. All of it works flawlessly. So yeah, it's been working a dream. So yeah, I definitely recommend having a look at it if you are in the market for one. You guys know I love my power banks. I've always got power banks on hand. Even though I've got a big full-time system, I always have them for emergency purposes. Let's turn that off. We don't need that running. But yeah, I love been putting it through its paces, and it seems to be standing up really well. Now, Bluetti do some awesome solar panels. Today isn't really a day. It's been piddling down with rain. It's always the way when I come to film to get the panels out. So I'm not going to get the panels out in the rain because they're just going to get drenched. But they got panels that go up to 350 watts, and this can take 1200 watts of solar in. If you do have a big array of panels on your motorhome, on your camper van, or even at your house, and you want to use this between the two, it can definitely take the power. This has got fast charging at 2400 watts AC input, boosting up to 3600 watts in power lifting mode, which is absolutely incredible. It's got a capacity of 2048 watt hours, expandable up to 8192 watt hours with extra batteries. Not only that, you get all your cables. You get your 12 volt cable, your AC charging cable, and you get your solar charging cable. A lot of people still ask me, do you have a power bank? And if so, why? Because you've got a big full-time system. Now, yes, I have, and I love my full-time system, and it works amazing. Now, I've got something like this on hand. I've got other different power banks on hand. I'm always testing different power banks. But the reason I have them on hand, not only because I'm testing them, and I love tech and gadgets, and I can't say no to them, but it's because I do want an emergency backup. I don't have like a generator, like a petrol generator or anything. If I want to stay somewhere for the next couple of days and it is piddling down with rain and it's grey and overcast and I'm not getting that much solar, then I've got one of these on hand to use it. And it's also outdoor cooking and things like that. I can take this outside now, put it around the campfire or go wherever I'm going to go, and then put it in a communal area, and we can start cooking outside away from the motorhome, do whatever we want. We can work outside with our MacBooks and laptops, put some music outside, do anything we want, you know, because these are portable. Granted, they are heavy. I'm not going to say this isn't heavy, because it is, but they are portable solutions. And if you are just doing a van and you're not going to put a full system in there, then a portable solution like this would be quite easy to go for and quite smart to go for, because you could take it out anytime. If you're only going to do a summer and then you're going to get rid of the camper, you're only going traveling once, pretty good idea to do it that way. And you can use these in like the house, the shed, you know, as a backup solution if you have a power cut, or in the garden, in the shed and the garage. Right, that is me back at the motorhome. Great meal out. Food was okay. It's nice company with all the family. Liam had a brilliant time, and we told him that we're going to Centre Parks in 3 weeks' time, and that's where I'm going. I'm taking the motorhome there, but I'm not going to be staying in the motorhome, but I'm going to be parking it there. So yeah, in 3 weeks' time I'm going to be in Centre Parks. But that is me done and dusted. I am going to be leaving here tomorrow morning and heading to a campsite. I'm going to be on a campsite in Ongar, Chipping Ongar. Not too far away, because I've got to pop back here in about 4 days. I'm going to a campsite for about 3 or 4 days. and I am decluttering the motorhome. It is happening, people. It is happening. I am decluttering the beast. The land yacht is getting emptied. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go park up on the campsite, chill out there for a bit. I'm going to declutter everything, and then anything that I'm keeping I'm going to swing back to Harlow, put in my brother's storage, and then make my way head north towards Thetford. Slowly make my way to Thetford. I've got a couple of weeks to get there, and I've got a few little places to stop on the way, which should be good, thanks to Amy. She's found some great places for me to go and visit, so that is going to be good. Yeah, I'm getting back on the road, but it's going to be so good to declutter. So make sure you join me for that next week, and I'll catch you all guys soon. Have a great week. Bye.